What's going on, guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review. Time for a little concert video update. Actually, not little at all. It's been a few months, so the stuff's really stacking up. Lots to talk about. New releases, 18 bootlegs in the last month or two. As far as commercial releases, actually a half dozen worth talking about there. Some of them go back to last year, and others are upcoming, not even out yet, in a few weeks, all right? Also, a couple theatrical things to talk about. One of them, hot off the presses, and a big wow on that one. Let's talk all about that guy, for sure. What I've been watching lately as far as concert vids, I'll go down those. A couple of pickups recently. Not a whole lot of pickups, but a few. And then at the end, we'll do movie talk like we usually do. Run down a whole bunch of movies that I saw, give you my 0 to 5 star rating. Got about 5 to recommend out of the 20 that I saw. But we'll just skim through them all pretty quickly, all right? I think I have 4 movie pickups, physical media-wise, okay, that I bought, and then a whole stack of stuff that I got for free. You're not going to believe it. I still don't believe it. Nothing earth-shattering, but kind of cool. Most of them are brand new and sealed. All right, so let's not waste any more time. It's Friday, feeling good. Work week's over. That is history. Oh, check this out, by the way. This is pretty cool. This is a solid ass brass Guinness bottle opener. It's got some weight to it, man. You don't want to drop this on your toe, all right? But just thought I'd show you this thing's cool. I think this was my wife's. I don't know where she got it, but today, we're just gonna kick it old school here. Well, not that old, but it's not IPA. That's what I was drinking during the Super Bowl. Actually, I got a couple left. All right, good old Stella, man. Nice way to just equate everything or what have you. Kind of your control beer. I look at it. All right, I don't have the official Stella glass. I used to have a bunch of them, but I think when I moved, I had to condense, so. All right, there we go. Not quite a commercial pour, but it'll have to do. And a sip will have to do. Ah, yes. Compared to IPAs, they're like water. All right, man, let's dive in. You better buckle up and fetch yourself a Stella. That's all I got to tell you. Let's get started with some new bootleg releases. There's 18. All right. Black Sabbath Definitive Cow Jam, 1974. ABC Broadcast Master. Shades is your label for this DVD-R. Some bonus footage on there. Don Kirshner's rock concert from 75. Time Counter edition, if you're interested in that one. Probably a cool way to get both of these things in one shot. You know, they're kind of sort of related, these 220 or so minute shows. I think it's about 49 minutes total. Original broadcast sources here is what you're getting. They're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for Sabbath these days. I'm starting to notice, unfortunately. Anyway, that looks kind of worth getting, just at least for that full-size cover and artwork, you know? Because I have both of these on like DVD-Rs that are in little slimline cases, you know? They were bonuses from CDs that I bought, so they probably would be cool to at least upgrade the package in there for 20 bucks. All right, various artists. This is a cool one because I have this show taped. I had HBO at the time. I didn't think to tape it. My cousin actually taped it, and I taped this off of him. Atlantic Records 40th Anniversary Concert. 1988, New York City. This is a 3 DVD-R package, no label, and it's kind of reasonable, like 30 bucks. This was a hell of a concert. I mean, there's some older bands in there, you know, some 50s and 60s acts mixed in with some classic rock guys like Zeppelin, their only second reunion post the breakup, CSN, Foreigner, the Bee Gees, Genesis, list goes on. It's a long show. I think if I remember right, it clocked in around 5.5 hours, okay? That's kind of a cool one. Some Deep Purple, Copenhagen 1972, color version, out on Shades, DVD-R again. It's officially released as Machine Head Live on Laserdisc, then the DVD. I forget what that one was titled, but everyone knows this. Classic title. early 72, January. And it was originally, of course, in black and white. I go back a long ways with this title. I think I had it on VHS first, then I had it on Laserdisc, and I'm good with my black and white. I just like watching certain things in black and white. Although it would be interesting to have this companion, I guess. Another Zeppelin title, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, induction 1995. War Doors the label, January 12th of 95, New York City. Synced sound with the broadcast master as far as the stereo audio goes. Of the 3 short post-breakup gigs, this has always been my least favorite. You know, you got Aerosmith there on stage with them. I think they announced them. Then Neil Young's there also. They do some covers. They do a couple Zeppelin songs, but then they do some Aerosmith and some Buffalo Springfield sort of mashups. They don't really fly with me. I'm sorry. Just give me some straight up Zeppelin. You know, it's only the 3rd time we got Zeppelin after the breakup, and we got to listen to them jam with other bands. I don't know whose idea it was. I didn't like it. But anyway, I'll take Live Aid and Atlantic Records 1988 over this. All right. Fleetwood Mac, Young Music Show, Budokan 1977, a DVD-R, no label, 45 minutes on that. I think it's 8 or 9 songs. Led Zeppelin again, a CD-DVD combo. I already talked about this in the last Boot episode. Combo, though, here for on-air, TV, and radio broadcasting. Europe, 1969. 4 different performances. Special edition here on Live Legend, they're calling it. So Denmark, the Super Show, Beat Club, and Paris, all from 69. Kind of nice way to condense all that European 69 footage and audio in one package. Elton John, Edinburgh, 1976. DVD-R on Uxbridge, 2-hour show from Scotland, September 17th of 76. And moving on to some more Deep Purple, Bilzen Jazz Festival 1969. This is a short title, no label DVD-R, black and white footage, 24 minutes, just 3 songs there. I think it's 2 songs and a solo in there. Dire Straits, Rock Palace, 1979, DVD-R, again, no label. Bonus documentary at the end, but 16 songs, so this 2-hour video is mostly a concert, best I can tell, from February 16th of 79. Cool one there. Now here's one that's probably been out a while, just caught my attention. Iron Maiden, Gothenburg 2005. Pre-broadcast master DVD-R. This is a concert from Sweden on the Early Days tour. I must have missed this tour completely, all right? I mean, I obviously did. 110 minutes, 18 songs, and all of them are from 1980 to 1983. There isn't one post Peace of Mind song on this set list. You know, so I'm actually interested in this bad boy. All right. Number 11 here out of the 18. Deep Purple, Master of Hungary, no label, DVD-R. 2 dates, Hungary 1991, February 5th, and Croatia, February 6th on the Slaves and Masters tour. 91 minutes on that one. Gary Moore, After the Irish War, DVD-R. No label again, March of 1989, 70 minutes total. Bonus footage, a couple of songs with Phil in it from 1985. Motley Crue, Day on the Green, 1987, DVD-R, single cam, but it's pro shot. All this stuff's pro shot, by the way. All right. October 10th, 1987, and it's an hour-long show, Crue, Day on the Green. Michael Jackson, Bucharest, 1996, full unedited concert, DVD-R in Uxbridge, 139 minutes. That's a hell of a long show. I'm not saying I'll buy this, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. He is a hell of an entertainer, all right. Eric Clapton, Silver Impressions, 25th Anniversary Tour, 1988, from the Tokyo Dome, November 2nd. Mark Knopfler and Elton John on stage with Clapton on this tour. Here's a hell of a title. Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park, Definitive Collector's Edition on Zodiac, 3 DVDs. The first one, your standard 4:3 ratio TV version for the US, bonus trailers and promo videos. Disc 2, widescreen version with Japanese subtitles. Disc 3, a fan edit of Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. Next to last title, Jeff Beck, Santa Barbara 1980 on Uxbridge, DVD-R, Santa Barbara County Bowl from September 7th of 1980. And last but not least, it's Iron Maiden again. Complete Beat Club 1981, DVD-R, no label. 2 songs are done twice, so this is like the complete unedited version of Beat Club. Runs 64 minutes. January 22nd from Bremen, Germany. A couple of big theatrical events, all right? Currently still out. And you know, they announce these things as being out there for a week and they end up running longer. Becoming Led Zeppelin, still in IMAX for me locally. I think you can watch it as regular film, not in IMAX also. All right, I haven't caught this still. I just been jammed up. Every time I think I'm going to get to it, I can't. Maybe this weekend though. Early history of the band from just getting together in 68 up through the second album in 69. So catch that if you can. But I do got to say, screw that Zeppelin, because I got bigger news. Coming to IMAX in April 24th to be exact. Remastered in 4K. Audio remastered by Steven Wilson. Pink Floyd live at Pompeii. It's my favorite concert video of all time. And I did a whole video about why a couple years ago. I'll forget to put a link down below for you to watch that one if you want to. But you can pre-order right now the Blu-ray, which has stereo or Dolby 5.1 True HD surround sound or Dolby Atmos on the main film. The Blu-ray film, US version of 84 minutes, or you can watch the concert only, which was just a little over an hour, the original European cut of Pompeii. There's also out there for pre-order a DVD, same content and sound, minus the Atmos option that the Blu-ray has. The 2 CD version features the concert on disc 1 and 2 alternate takes on disc 2. There's 2 albums that have the same content as the CDs. Pretty damn cool merch out there. I already ordered a couple shirts. I'm all in with this one. Whenever it comes to play, I will not be missing it. I'll probably go to it a couple times. How's that? All right, let's get to some commercial releases. A decent amount for a change, starting with one of the coolest ones, Black Sabbath, The End, Blu-ray, Ultra, High Definition 4K release. This came out back in the end of September. All right, I know, I just haven't talked about it yet, I don't believe. 5.1 DTS HD or stereo sound are your options. Very high praise as a video and very poor praise about the cheap packaging. It's basically like Digipack style, best I can tell. Next title, another in the Rock Palace series, CD, DVD series, I should say. REO Speedwagon, 1979. What should be a really nice set seems to suffer from some rough sound quality. I listened to a little bit on YouTube. I don't think it's horrible, but probably not as great as it should be on an official product, all right? So a little tolerance required, all right? Basically, good to very good bootleg quality on the sound. The video is not awesome either. I'd say very good on the video quality from what I saw online, okay? It looks like they're playing a really small venue though, all right? And this CD-DVD combo can be had for $20 or less. So there you go, some REO Speedwagon. First time on Blu-ray, this came out at the end of September. I don't think I touched on this one. T-Rex, Born the Boogie. The early and late shows in London, 1972. Awesome era, by the way. Electric Warrior was out. Slider was being worked on, all right? Directed by Ringo Starr, and Ringo and Elton John are featured in the movie. Some rehearsal and jam footage at Apple Studios with some outtakes of that stuff. Part of this Blu-ray. Pretty cool T-Rex stuff there. Another last September release that I don't think I mentioned yet, UFO Showtime Live. This is from Germany, 2005, on Blu-ray for the first time. Previously out on DVD back in 2005. So basically a 20th anniversary Blu-ray edition. Cleopatra Records puts this out. Unclear on the sound specs though. I'm not seeing anything listed, so it may just be basically a Blu-ray version of the DVD, okay? Dolby Digital Stereo is the sound on this one. From last spring, another that I think I missed, but the format's going to be new, coming soon. Striper, To Hell with the Amps, a 2024 acoustic, live, CD, DVD, now be coming out on Blu-ray, I believe as a Blu-ray CD in this March, so coming soon. And lastly, as far as the commercial releases, The Who's Tommy in 4K Blu-ray Ultra HD, 5.0 DTS, 5.1 surround, or 2.0 stereo. They're your sound options. 2 discs come with this thing, okay? Disc 1, Dolby Vision 4K. Disc 2, standard Blu-ray. So that'll do it. There's your 6 commercial releases, some from last year, some yet to come. All right, next up, let's talk about some recent things I watched. I'll show you things I own in a minute. Let's talk about some things I either own on blank DVD-R or just streamed. Chicago, Amsterdam, 1977. Damn cool little half-hour show. Actually, mostly kind of deep tracks on that thing. I just got this in a trade. It's in PAL format, but I have a Blu-ray player. Automatically reads all regions, all formats. Really kind of nice, all right? And if you're interested, they're called 220 Electronics. I guess they basically jailbreak basic Blu-ray players, all right? 220 Electronics, check them out. They did me right. And I never heard of them before, and I haven't used them since, but this thing works great. It's an LG Blu-ray player. Plays everything. They upcharge you and make 50, 60 bucks versus how much it would have been without it being able to play all regions like that. Well worth it in my book. Another thing that I streamed this off of YouTube actually, Riot, live in New York City, 1981, at my father's place. Great show. Just Riot, there they are. Jeans and t-shirts, guitars and drums, you know, man. Awesome. Loved watching that. Would love to get a video of that someday. Nice copy. I think it has a time counter and all. Classic era Riot as far as I'm concerned. Loverboy, Vancouver, 1982. Went through my little Loverboy phase there. Pulled out my Loverboy Live blank DVD-R that I transferred from a Laserdisc. All right, so that was kind of cool to watch. Except Staying Alive, 1986 concert/documentary. That's a great one to check out. HBO has this cool movie documentary called Yacht Rock, a documentary. I've heard the term. You want to hear the origins, and they talk to some of the bands that are considered that genre. Toto, Steely Dan, the Doobies, Ambrosia, Kenny Loggins, etc. Really cool. I mean, I just look at it as great music. I never knew it was some kind of genre, but nevertheless, really cool one. HBO does a lot of things right, especially their documentaries. Now, this was just kind of interesting. I don't know how I got to listening to Casey and the Sunshine Band, but I was in the mood. Actually, there's a little running joke in my house with that song. Casey solo, what was it? Give It Up from 82. And that just put me on YouTube to play that. And I ran into this Miami 1975 concert. It's about 50 minutes. It's pro shot. I never knew Casey and the Sunshine Band were like a full-on legit funk band before they were disco hit makers, you know. It was a really good show, I have to admit. I don't need to own it, but it was fun to watch, all right. America, they've been releasing one song at a time from, I think it's a 1974 televised concert. I forget where it's even from, but one of the gems in their catalog to me as a big fan. The title track from their third album, Hat Trick. I actually threw the whole vinyl album on today, just thinking about that song. Great album, and that song's really good. I can't say that it was awesome live. It was actually 6 different songs, separate songs that they turned into this sort of suite, I guess you'd say. Runs about 9 minutes. So that was really cool to see video of it. And, you know, kind of fun to watch as a big fan. Floyd, Hamilton, Canada. Another YouTube watch from 1975. A 4K restoration of this basically 8mm footage, I believe. From Hamilton, Canada, like I said. Disc Japan is rumored, urban legend has it, they were shut down for selling this. I think it was actually in bonus disc, all right, on the audio concert, all right. But somebody told me that, or I read somewhere, that this was what got them in trouble. I guess Floyd somehow owns that footage. I'm just theorizing that they somehow bought that footage and own it. And it was the straw that broke the camel's back, I guess. All right, I can't swear to that, but that's what I read somewhere. Okay, so if you were wondering about this Japan's demise, maybe this was the start of it. It was right after this came out, a couple months later, so it's quite possible. Who knows? All right, On to some titles that I actually own and watched, give you a little rundown of those. And we're in chronological order. Let's just start with The Carpenters, 1972, live in Australia. Pretty recent pickup, you know, for $4, DVD-R. And this is the last of their sort of prime era, I think. Maybe 73, but from the beginning until this era. This is a black and white, 50-minute show. I liked it. The biggest problem I have with this show, at one point, Richard in his big mouth, he stands up and just starts yapping for, I ain't kidding, it's like 4 or 5 minutes in a row. It's like, dude, sit down and play your damn piano, you know? Just breaks the whole flow of the show, for crying out loud. But it's a really good show, you know? I think Karen's still on drums. I was wrapping Christmas presents when I watched this, so a little outdated here with this show. That's what these catch-ups are just like, they're a lot sometimes. Here's one that I've had on the shelf for a couple of years, actually from Disc Japan, speaking of them. Bad Company, Rock and Roll Merger. Mostly 6 of these songs, Don Kirshner's from 74. A couple of sort of, I guess, bonus tracks. Midnight Special from 79, live in London. And I have to tell you, I am always kind of underwhelmed by Bad Co. live. And obviously we're prime time here. They're good, they're just, that's all they are. You know, they do the records live. Not really a jam band or anything. Not saying they ever were, but you know, again, and the video quality is not great on this, but that's not really the problem. Just a fine performance, all right? You hear the word fine, you know you're in trouble, right? And I have actually threw a comp video that I have burned into the same case here. That's got some pretty cool stuff on it. I think the same show. And then some Tokyo 79 stuff in there too. And then Hard Rock Live, 1999, when they got back together after doing that anthology. That's really good. That's actually better than that 74 material, as far as I'm concerned. Now, here was a cool title that I picked up, I think when I got that Carpenter, so right around Christmas, before Christmas. Asbury Park 76, The Band. Now, I'll tell you, it's just a regular basic old concert of The Band. Live, Asbury Park Convention Center, I think it was called. All right, 76, it's black and white. I don't know, 80-minute show, okay? Professionally shot. All right, but all black and white. You don't really get any crowd shots. You just get the band shot from the sides of the stage and maybe a little back into the crowd, but very sort of campy thing. And you know what it is? How many times have we seen The Last Waltz? All the pomp and circumstance, 20 special guests, all right, expanded 4K Blu-rays, whatever. And here's just the band on one of the regular concert stops in black and white, going through an 80-minute concert set with 0 special guests and stuff. Richard Emanuel's voice really rough. He either had a sore throat or he was up late or both. And they just let him sing his 3 songs that he sings anyway, sounding horrible. But it's so cool that way. It's just rough and raw band, and I really enjoyed the hell out of this concert. One of my favorites in a little while, this Asbury Park 76. If you're a fan of the band, you need to have that show. All right. The antithesis of The Last Waltz. Here's one that I remembered being great because I had it forever, you know, as trade, and upgraded to this semi-pro DVD-R. Old Grey Whistle Test Clapton from 77. I just remembered it being a little better than it is. It's not one of those gigs where he's playing a whole lot of guitar himself. Is the dude's name George Terry, I think? Yeah, your other guitarist. He does as much or more than Clapton does as far as lead work, you know. Of course, when Clapton does decide to play, it's great. It's just not as much as I would like. Yeah, as Yvonne Elliman sing Can't Find My Way Home. So stuff like that. It's just a band affair as opposed to a Clapton solo thing. But it's good to get an upgrade in the copy. You know, I have a burned copy prior to this. And just a little not as good as I remembered. But it's a cool show to have, of course. Now here's a great one. I don't know if I listened to this. It might have been the first thing I threw on when I got my surround sound hooked up at Christmas time. Foreigner at the Rainbow 78. Can you really go wrong with Foreigner in 78? You know, you really can't. This is a really solid show. And there you go. Get a little mini replica program kind of thing in there, I think. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Anyway, cool little thing. And you can get this for under $15. Highly recommended. All right. On to some Zeppelin. been in a big Zeppelin mood lately. Here's a video I picked up a few years back. Nebworth Masters. All right, this is three DVDs in here. This is the August 4th show, the first show, and I really like this show. You know, I hear people saying that the 11th is awesome, 4th isn't so great. I had no problem watching this. I watched all 3 discs actually. Get some cool bonus stuff on disc 3. All right, you get the finale of the show. All right, the last 4 songs, and then some bonus 8mm stuff, BBC reports and things like that, and 2 discs for the other main portions of the show, I guess. But good stuff there. All right, this title goes back a little bit. I don't know, maybe 5 years ago or so I got this thing. All right, there you go. Nebworth. Love some Zeppelin. Numbered sticker's kind of cool, and it's handwritten. You don't see that too much. All right, 458, I think it says there. All right, some Saxon. I think I already mentioned. This is an awesome show. Strangers in the Night, the $5 DVD-R. 1982. Need I say more? It's only about 35 minutes or so, but it's awesome. No doubts on that one. Here's one that I've had laying around for years. I got it for $15, CD, DVD. What the hell? You know, every now and then, buy something different. Duran Duran MTV, New Year's Eve, 1982. New Year's Ball. CD, DVD. I watched the DVD. All right, it's not even that long, 40-some minutes maybe. And it was all right. You know, I don't know. I'm never going to listen to this CD. And I don't think I'm going to watch it again either. So I'm going to probably be looking to trade this. Or if anyone wants it, let me know. Anyway, bass player, is it John Taylor? Man, he's a hell of a bassist, I can tell you that much. But the show is all right. It wasn't that great. I just do like, I love Save a Prayer's cool, and Rio's cool. You know, they're my favorites on that one. But $15 I'd rather have back, honestly. The Clash Live, this is a commercial DVD. Just got done watching this last night. All right, watched it over a couple days. Various performances, 76 to 82. Great, solid. And really a lot of different venues too. There's only a couple of venues that repeat out of these 22 songs. You know what I mean? So it's really all over the damn world. And it's awesome. Like that one. Here's a bootleg I got a little while back, which I got to maybe in December. Deep Purple, Kiev, 1996, Ukraine. And what a great show. I'm up for watching. This one's staying out so I can watch it again. Handful of non-classic songs, and they're great. Fireball sounds awesome. Man, I totally forgot how great Ian Gillan still sounded. 1996, he sounds awesome. I mean, he's got it still. Is it, 1972? No, but you know what? It's like 90% of it. He's really great here. And I didn't realize he still had this much in the tank at this point. So that was an awesome one. I've been plowing through all 3 concerts of the Stones' Licks from 2003. Surprisingly, because I went to an arena show in Philly, surprisingly, that's my least favorite show. Of course, you got to go with the theater show, Paris Olympia. All right, just so many great deep cuts in there. But even the stadium show I thought was better than the Madison Square Garden concert. I don't know if it's just me. Sometimes I could just feel like these bands feel like they're being taped and play a little different. Although they knew they were being taped at the stadium, so that doesn't make any sense, I guess. But the stadium show I thought was just more exciting to watch. Through and through, though, I think that was at the Garden. That's my favorite. That's a great song. And Slipping Away that Keith does, another favorite. That was in the stadium show, I believe. All right, some Gilmore. I got into a Gilmore phase on video, a little while back. Prepping for the concert I went to in November and then after. Here's a show that I was actually at. Radio City Music Hall. This bootleg popped up from 2006. Popped up on eBay maybe a month or so after the concert. All right. And I've never seen it since. It came and went, and I'm glad I grabbed it when I did. As a matter of fact, I bought this thing. Bought it, paid for it immediately, and then a day later got a message from eBay that product should not have been sold, and we're basically trying to pretend like the transaction never happened, right? It's but I already paid this dude, so I somehow contacted him, and he wrote me back and said, I'm still sending it to you. I got the money. So anyway, I was at this concert, and I think it's dated correctly, the 5th. That's the show I was at. But they have the set list from the 6th on the back with Fat Old Son. That's the only song he changed from one night to the other. I got to see What's the Deal from Obscured by Clouds. I'll take that. Awesome show. Richard Wright here with him. 24-minute echoes. David Crosby, Graham Nash came out and did a bunch of songs. It was just amazing. One of my top 3 concerts ever, and I was lucky enough to find this. It's a 2-camera audience shot mix as far as the video goes. Okay, and then they use the same audio, whichever one was better. So it's a very good quality show. Not amazing, but you know, for an amateur shot almost 20 years ago now, still holds up pretty well, and the sound is good. Everything's consistent. There's no cuts. Everything's there. As you can see, it's 2 DVDs. So cool one there. Also watched some Gilmour live and in session. This is a bigger case I printed out offline, but this is how this thing came as a bonus DVD with On an Island. All right, so just a slipcase thing, so something bigger for it to live in. And then I checked out Live in Gdansk, which I just picked up not too long ago, also with the orchestra and stuff. Great stuff there. I still haven't got to the surround sound version, of On an Island. That's a bonus disc on here. Got to get to that soon. And I think 2 more. Heaven and Hell live in Europe, Wacken Open Air, 2009. Had to check this out, and it's great. You know, I do kind of prefer that Rock Palace show a little bit, but this is awesome too. I mean, this is a way better picture. Both gigs are great. I kind of prefer the sort of raw energy of the Rock Palace show. And finally got to the bonus DVD rather, of Joe Walsh's Analog Man. It's just 3 songs, 2012, playing some of the new stuff live. I think it's in London. Don't quote me on that. Analog Man, Wrecking Ball, and Lucky That Way. And some little interviews in between. The whole thing's 20-some minutes maybe. Good stuff there with that. All right. On to the couple of things that I picked up recently. This one just a few days ago, got actually Blind Faith DVD, London Hyde Park, 1969. I think this was their debut live performance. Captured on video. I think it may have been a free concert too. So this should be cool. I've seen little bits of this, online. What do we got? 9 songs here. All right. Surprisingly, I think I got this for, I don't know, $6, I think. All right, so that'll be a cool one. I'm kind of in the mood to see some Clapton and Winwood at the same time. And the only other thing I picked up recently, video-wise, I already showed you, is Genesis in concert from '76. So haven't rewatched this. I already owned it, taped it off VH1 Classic. Probably, I don't know, 15 years ago or so. So I'm gonna hold on to this though, because I learned my lesson ditching these versions that I tape myself. Sometimes they look better than these products or bootlegs. Now here's a couple other things I got, and they were free. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of movies I got for free too, but this will be the best thing I got. The Who, The Kids Are All Right. Double DVD edition, I believe. I mean, it's in this kind of fat box or whatever. Still sealed and all. All right, includes bonus disc, definitive companion to the film. All right, trying to get some specs here to give you. I don't have specs, okay? All right, 5.1 surround, I'm seeing that in this paragraphs long description. All right, I kind of seen this before, I've watched it before. It's probably been 20 years, man, Just a whole mishmash of different clips of The Who through the years, So looks like a fat version, special edition DVD. All right, it was free, so what the heck. Same with this one, the Old Grey Whistle Test Volume 2. All right, lots of performances. I think it's 29 different bands or something on here. Most of which I don't care too much for, but there's a handful of good stuff, good things on there. The Who, I think's one. The Kinks. All right, Loggins and Messina. What else is cool? Montrose, New York Dolls, Jim Croce. All right, you got some goofy acts in here, Thomas Dolby and stuff too. So, but hey, it's free. It's for me. 2-disc Purple Rain. I didn't like this movie. I watched it back in the day. Not a big fan. I like him and that album and the album before it. But I wasn't a big fan of this movie. It does have a whole lot of extras on disc too. All right. It's kind of cool. They go to the club where he was like discovered, original MTV premiere broadcast party. So some cool extras on this, really. 2-disc special edition, 20th anniversary of Purple Rain. So what's that make this thing? 2004. All right. So it's already 42 years after the movie. All right. So here's a couple things I got on Facebook Marketplace. Quick pickups. Blu-ray of the original Psycho. What year is this? I'm knocking my head around. 64, I want to say. All right. Newish cover and all, but it's the original movie. So that should be cool. I haven't seen it in quite a while. Also picked up Rocky, the original, on Blu-ray. These were like $3 each, used. All right, 76 on that one. Great one. Another one I haven't seen in, man, probably a decade. And a Blu-ray version of The Thing. That's right, I only had it on DVD, although it's a collector's edition DVD or whatever with a great documentary. And I don't think the documentary's on here, so I'll be keeping that, DVD around for sure. All right, but this was cool to get, and I already watched it once. And of course, all this stuff's being usurped with the 4K stuff coming out. Now here's a cool one. I love this movie, and I haven't seen this one in a while. Office Space. 1999 Mike Judge deal here. What a funny movie. And it looks like this one's already been watched. Oh well, special editions, some special features, deleted content. That looks cool. All right, so last but not least, let's get on to some movie talk, all right? These are movies, all of them I streamed, 20 of them. I'll give you 5 of them I recommend. Chronological order once again, and a sip once again. This beer's like flat. It's only like a month old. I don't understand. Carbonation 0, all right? All right, so catching up, 20 movies. Just going to run them by and give you the 5 great ones. Let's Scare Jessica to Death, 71. I'll give these 0 to 5 stars. I'll say 3 stars on this one. Decent to good kind of thriller. From 74, Vampires, with a Y. All right, it's a good one that I've saw before and I hadn't seen in a long time. 4 stars on that one. I recommend that one. Pretty cool, campy, thriller, horror, vampire, obviously. From 79, Salem's Lot. I don't necessarily recommend it. I think it was good. 3.5 stars I would give this, I guess. I remember this. I watched bits and pieces of it back in 79. Unfortunately, I was not in control of what was on our television set. My dad was. So I would see 10 minutes of it, 20 minutes of it, both nights, But I don't go back with this like something I saw back in the day. Sitting and watching the whole damn thing straight through. First time for me, like a month ago. And it's good. It's a good movie. It holds your interest and all. It's not awesome. So, all right. 82, a movie called The Slayer. Not horrible, but man, it's a long build-up. And the build-up's great. You're expecting an awesome ending, and the ending's just nothing to write home about. The Slayer, 2 stars on that one. 1987, The Return to Salem's Lot. 2 words. What did Spinal Tap's album go down as? Shit sandwich? Their album Shark Sandwich? All right, this would just be plain dog shit. All right, that's the worst, probably the worst sequel ever, honestly. I mean, it's almost like, it's probably in the so bad it's good category, I guess, because I don't know how else to look at it. 0 stars. 0 stars on Return to Salem's Lot. What a piece of crap. From 88, Hack-O-Lantern. Decent enough slasher film. I'll give that 3 stars. Severed from 2005. All right? This zombie flick takes place out in logging country in the Pacific Northwest. There's a whole plot behind it by the government or by this company or something. All right? It's not awesome, but it's good enough. 3 stars on that one. I made it through all these movies, so they got something to be said about that, I guess. Snowpiercer. 2 stars. Man, what a stupid plot. What, life exists only on a train? They made a series out of that. I just wasn't buying it, all right? I watched it for a little while because it was holding my interest until it wasn't. From 2009, Last House on the Left. This is a 72 remake, And it was actually pretty decent, I think. I kind of don't recall too many details. So I'll just say 3 stars on that one. Pandorum from 2010. Dennis Quaid gets to bug his eyes out in this sci-fi thriller. And nothing special, but entertaining enough, all right? So I'd give 3 stars to Pandorum. Number 11, Let Me In, which I actually had seen before, which I didn't pick up on until I was a third of the way through the movie. So I just watched it again. Very good vampire flick. If you haven't seen this one, it's off the beaten path, but on it enough. 4 stars on Let Me In from 2010. From 2012, The Day, post-apocalyptic zombie drama, and pretty darn good one. Sort of very dark sort of film and all, but more of a drama amongst the characters than zombie action, but enough of that too. Another 4 stars for this one. It's very good. The Day. From 2015, Curve with Julianne Hough, I think it's pronounced. Terror, drama kind of thing. 3 stars on that. Another one, good, not awesome. From 2023, Oracle, another horror movie, and watchable, not awesome, but decent enough. 15th movie I'll mention it. This one's called Abandon, horror suspense tale. I think it might be a Netflix only again. I'm not really sure. 3 stars on that one. Totally watchable. All right. And here are 5 2024 flicks. Again, I just streamed all of these. Salem's Lot, the remake from 2024. I'll give it 3 stars. It wasn't awesome, but it wasn't bad either. And is that how they're doing all the movies anymore? It just kind of feels that way. A Quiet Place, Day One from 2024. I'll go 3 stars on that. Kind of a letdown. The other ones were both better than this one. Here's a cool one I recommend. Subservience. Cool kind of glimpse into the future with robots starting to enter the fray. All right. The possible horrors that are forthcoming. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit Hollywood and all. Still pretty cool watch. Interesting angle with robots taking over a lot of the jobs and such. Okay, 4 stars on that one. It held my interest, had a little bit of a new slant to it. Here's one I just watched last night, or finished last night. Elevation. Sort of in that Quiet Place sort of thing, where you got these creatures roaming the earth. All right, the only way to get away from them is to be above a certain elevation. So the survivors are all living above whatever it is, 4,000 or 5,000 feet. Okay, but decent enough. I'll go 3 stars on that one. And here's my favorite movie of all 20 of these. Rare sequel that outdoes the original, in my opinion. Really damn good. Smile 2. Wow, I love this one. 5 stars on this one. I thought it was at least a 4.5 star movie. Took the idea from the original movie and upped the ante, I feel like, especially the ending. It's awesome. So there you go. There were my 4 movie pickups, 20 movie streams. All right, let's wrap it up with a load of stuff that I got for free. This is crazy, all right? Now, game changers know. But all this stuff was free. As you're going to see, it's almost all sealed still. There was this place near me. They had posters up a couple days ahead of time, clean out sale. Former business, but I think the business had ended a couple years back. Family was just using the space as storage. And I don't know who's more of a hoarder than me, but somebody, all right? Because it was crazy, though. They were like selling little trinkets, like, I don't know, little random kitchen gadgets for $1, Christmas decorations for 50 cents. And then they have 3 tables of videos and CDs out front of the place for free. Like you're trying to get 50 cents for a Christmas ball, but you're handing away box sets of DVDs and Blu-rays for nothing. Made no damn sense. I even asked the daughter who was running the thing, like, what's the deal with giving all these away? And she was just like, oh, well, we just needed to get rid of them fast. It's like, whatever. All right, so let's go down this list of stuff. I watched this one because I heard of it so many times. This is the first movie directed by who? Martin Scorsese, all right? And it's got Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel in it. New York, streets, drama. It's not awesome, but it's worth a watch. Catch it sometime, all right? But you don't have to rush out to see it. Check that out, Mean Streets. Look at this one. Special edition, 2 disc. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, man, classic, of course. And I haven't seen this in years, so this will be a little higher in the queue, I guess we'll say. All right, that looks pretty cool. Man, that's a great movie. Here's another one I must have saw on TV growing up 4 times, if not 6 times, because it seemed like it was on once a year. My dad made sure to watch it every time it was on. Pre-cable. We're in the 70s, of course. Dog Day Afternoon. Al Pacino. What a classic. Second disc with special features, including Al Pacino. All right. All right, so cool. Another DVD. No Blu-rays here, but man, this looks pretty damn cool. And another one I haven't seen in years. Classic. Now, here's a couple movies I saw. I think I saw one in the theater, maybe both of them. Some Clint, Every Which Way But Loose. Remember this damn movie? Oh man, I haven't seen this. So when this was on HBO, I saw it another half dozen times, but I might have even seen it in the theater. 78 is the year of this one. I would have thought it was more like 80. And what is 80 is the sequel, Any Which Way You Can. All right, another one, sealed DVD. These will just be good to watch once, a couple of these movies here, okay? Because I haven't seen them in forever. Here's one I saw on HBO a couple of times. What a pretty cool movie this is. Fort Apache, the Bronx. Damn cool one. All right. I don't know if it's awesome, but it was pretty cool. All right. Up for checking that out. This is a damn funny movie. Albert Brooks, Julie Haggerty, Lost in America. You ever seen this one? But this is very funny, man. This is a good comedy to check out. All right. PG rated, not dirty or anything. But now here's a great movie. A lot of people don't know how great it is. True Romance. Christian Slater. Really, who's who of actors. You got Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Christopher Walken. I forgot he was in it. Is it Patricia Arquette? And, Tony from Sopranos has a little small part in it too. All right. Awesome, man. Can't wait to check this one out. Unrated Director's Cut, 2-disc edition. So, another one that I just happened to stream not too long ago, 30 Days of Night. Josh Hartnett. Great vampire flick here. This one is a gore fest. And more up my alley, all right? A very good one there. So yeah, what the hell? There's a Blu-ray of Philip Seymour Hoffman. My wife really likes him. Watched this Capote with her a few years ago. It's all right. Nothing great. I don't know about this In Cold Blood, though. So I don't know what the story is with that. 2 movies in 1 Blu-ray disc. Another sealed guy. Now, if that wasn't good enough, check out some of this other crap. History of the Philadelphia Flyers. This is goes back to 2007, I guess, all right, because it's a 40-year anniversary. And autographed. Bernie Parent, goalie. I think that's Ron Hextall in the middle, and Gary Dornhofer up top. I'm guessing, all right? But that should be cool, just to check out once, Anyway. How about a couple of crazy big box sets that were there? I'll just be selling these. I have no interest in watching at least a couple of them. Mad Men Season 1, shaped like a Zippo lighter. That's pretty cool. With the flip top and all, That's nice packaging there. People who think stuff out. Just Season 1. I like the show. I watched the whole series, but I don't really feel the need to revisit it. But it is pretty cool. Probably try to sell that one. Orson Welles, Citizen Kane's 70th anniversary, Blu-ray. It's triple Blu-ray. And as you can see, this whole big special edition package with that, okay? Kind of cool. And I don't know, I might check this one out. I mean, I've seen it before, but it's been a long time. And last but not least, got The Wire complete series box set. These are DVDs, not Blu-rays, but I think I'm going to give these to a friend of mine who, friend of a friend, like a friend of his wants this, and I think I know who he's giving it to. But anyway, I have HBO. I can stream this whenever, and I just started watching it anyway. About 6 episodes in. It is a pretty damn good series, guys. That'll do it. All right. This is the last video update I'm doing. All right. From now on, you'll just see everything in every episode. I think one more update's coming up, Black Sabbath update. Then we're heading into everything every week, sort of thing, magazine style. I'm calling it. I think that's what makes sense. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Let me get to my flat Stella and get on to my Friday. All right, hope you all are doing well. Should be a cool unboxing coming up soon too. Everyone out there, get your surround sound video on. Catch us all later.